Alright, one thing you might notice on my takeoffs in this video is that I'm taking off from on top of my backpack. That's because the grass in the pollinator habitat is a little too tall in places for me to take off, though I managed to find some good landing spots. Here I'm checking out the creek. This creek runs across part of the farm. Not very deep in a lot of places, though it is down below you a good 10 feet. Maybe you can tell by looking at the bridge there. So over the centuries it has eroded quite a bit of ground there. You might be able to tell by looking at the trees. It was quite breezy this afternoon. I would guess the winds were gusting up to 15 or maybe even 20 miles an hour. Though looking at the quality of the video from the drone, you really never know that it was ever even getting hit by it. Though it was quite a bit. Besides flying around for fun and checking out random cool bits of scenery, the drone's primary job was supposed to be to check out the crops and stuff. So I guess we might as well get a little of that in today too. It is pretty amazing how tight those rows of corn are nowadays. Makes you wonder how the deer can fit between them. Fucking fat asses. We try to make trips to the farm family events. Here you can see my aunt came with us. We caught her sneaking off to check out the creek. Getting ready for landing here, and while I was tempted to try landing back on the backpack, decided it was too risky. Alright, we moved a little further down the creek to shoot at a different angle. This was actually a little tricky because I'm having to fly in between some trees, and with the breeze, I was a little worried about wrecking here. Well, I think we came out pretty good. Now, interesting thing here about the creek is it comes down, and at this bend that just went out of frame, it's actually quite deep, maybe 10, 15 feet deep, because of all the erosion that's happened with the water slamming into the corner here. And then you can see the pilings where the railroad used to have a trestle that actually came behind our land across this creek, and that's where it crossed at. The trestle's now gone, though the pilings are obviously still in place. Neat little bit of history, I guess. We did spend a little bit of time checking out the creek from the air. Neat thing is, besides fish and crayfish and frogs and all that kind of stuff, there's also mink, beaver, and other critters that like to visit. So we were hoping maybe we'd get lucky and catch one, though unfortunately that's not the case. So one of the neat and obvious signs of nature here is the beaver dam that is blocking off part of the creek. They took advantage of the sandbar there, and this is actually a new addition since I think it started in spring. Although last year that was not there, that beaver dam, so there's definitely some active ones out there, which is a good sign. We like having wildlife on our farm. Here's a better view of that beaver dam. You can see the left side is moving quite a bit faster now because of it. If you're gonna fly a drone, you might as well get a little panoramic video. We decided to get one last flight in the day. Here we're going to check out some beehives that my aunt has. They get to take advantage of all that great pollinator habitat, and all the island wildflowers and beans and corn. You can even see the little path that we walked to check them out there earlier in the day. Gotta love those GoPros. Guess we might as well check out the crops a little more since that's what the drone was supposed to do. I'd say it's looking pretty good with a couple dry spots, but nothing too bad. Don't you just want to eat some corn? Good. Now let's check out the neighbor's corn too. I'd say he's doing alright.